a small group of us are going to La Barra. There are already, I think, about 20 people up there. They've been working very hard. So we thought we might check in with them and just see how the work is progressing.
The Trust's fast boat, or panga, is named after Midshipman Douglas Edmonds. As the youngest D-Day commanding officer at the age of 18, he landed on Omaha Beach. For his exemplary service, Douglas was presented with the American flag by the beach master. 60 years later, after Douglas sadly died, the flag was returned to the Americans by his wife Margaret, in a ceremony which was broadcast coast to coast across the US. The Peace and Hope Trust first arrived in La Barra in 1999. Since then, a number of volunteer teams have established a permanent base in the village. With no electricity or running water in the village, the Trust is developing appropriate technologies to improve the lives of people in the community.
That should be about there. Behind me is the power station, if you like. It's a solar power station with wind and solar panels to provide a source of electricity for a village that will never get mains electricity using appropriate technology. And it's simple, really. Each of the villages has a battery and a 12-volt strip of lighting, and when the battery runs down, it comes back to our solar power station to be recharged. So this is a way of bringing people a hope that for facilities they would otherwise never be able to realise.
It's 100% better, I see, in everything. Well, you know, the 100% better with the light that they can see everything clear, but with the candle still is a little difficult. It's a little difficult with the candle because with the breeze, the candle can't stand. And when you put it in a bucket, it's dark. You know, but like this now, everything is clear. Well.
I'm happy because my papa buy this light for we could study.
The volunteer teams often include medics and dentists, and no sooner had the team arrived than a medical emergency called upon the services of their doctor.
Okay, so this is Linton, age 21, local lad, who about half an hour ago cut his heel on a piece of zinc.
Yeah, blend into the river.
And near the river. Yeah, okay. So, just clean it up and hopefully stitch it up. This is tough. Put your foot in there.
Emergency over, the primary care team could now press on with their valuable work, cramming 1 doctor's surgery and 2 dental surgeries into the tiny village clinic.
The general dental state of the children is very poor indeed, having been subjected to so much sugary diet and causing a lot of distress and a lot of broken down teeth. As you can see, this little girl here, very, very poorly broken down teeth with a gum boil. So we need to remove these teeth here and also here. Hopefully diet will improve and lessen the need for this radical extraction of milk teeth.
As well as providing medical and dental services, the Trust is determined to help the community with other sustainable projects of long-term benefit.
The whole area here is really good for growing rice. So they grow it in the middle of the forest, and the whole area is a floodplain. And they're able to grow rice, but they're not allowed to, they grow very little of it because they can't mill it. They'll come in and they'll heat a fire in that end. This will warm the whole tube up. There's the chimney, and there'll be some sheets of steel across the top, and they'll lay the rice, the wet rice, on top of the steel and dry it out. They then will take it into the mill. Unless the rice is really dry and warm, the mill doesn't work properly, and it just chips the rice up into tiny little bits.
The Trust has been working for more than 20 years now, and each time we've tried to reach those on the fringe, those not served by any other people. And here we are at Labara. Even government officials rarely come here. So we've reached to a point where no other NGOs or mission organisations would come.